Get church right here at Canonsburg.
See,
UP Church.
got church. I found my shirt.
Yeah, Al has his got shirt on. You know, but I have to tell you, first of all, this is
There we go. What is this?
Wednesday,
Wednesday,
March the 5th,
Day after Fat Tuesday.
2025.
which makes this Ash Wednesday.
Yes.
And this is Ash Wednesday.
Happy Ash Wednesday.
Happy Ash Wednesday. And we have church. This is Al. This is Al.
This is Kenton.
And this is Dawn.
Someone's been drinking too much already.
No, I just had a Coca-Cola.
You are hungover from Fat Tuesday and all those pancakes.
Pancakes, yeah, all two of them.
Whoop.
Oh my.
Kenton had pancakes on Fat Tuesday,
Fat
Shrove Tuesday, Mardi Gras, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Al, what did you have?
Rice-a-roni.
Rice-a-roni for dinner. Nice.
Rice.
Is Linda away again?
Yes. The San Francisco treat.
We had tacos.
Yeah.
We had Taco Tuesday.
Okay, well,
'cause I always forget. I'm like, oh yeah, I had a meeting though too. So, what meeting was it? Do you remember?
Last night?
Yeah. What was the meeting I had last night? Kind of
Fourth
big
of
deal.
July?
No, close though, because 4th of July is going to be
250 years.
This church, not the building, but the church celebrates 250 years this year.
Congregation.
Incredible. There's
is.
only one person who has been here for every one of those years. Just one person has celebrated all those years. Now, he's only been playing the piano for 51 years of them, but he's been here. You might be off camera now.
Did they have a harpsichord back in the day?
It was a pump organ.
That's true. It was a pump organ.
A pump
but
organ.
But you know what? I didn't pump it because, I'm too good to pump.
You know,
we had a little midget guy down there doing the pumps, okay? He was Presbyterian.
I could see your feet. Have you ever seen a pump organ before?
Yeah, I played one.
You played one? We had one.
A lot of work.
In my former church in Ohio, they had one. I don't think it worked.
Oh.
It was just there kind of for show in this kind of historical
Have
town.
one keyboard? Probably did. Only one keyboard.
Yeah.
Danny had one in his living room that was a pump organ, and
he
found it on somebody's porch. They had it out, and he knocked on the door and said, "Can I have this?" And took a truck.
Yeah.
And he got it in the house, reconditioned it all. The wood was beautiful, and it played.
Huh.
Yeah, it played.
250 years.
250 years celebrating together.
That's right. This year. So we had a meeting last night of
wait a minute.
Some ideas.
So who's 250 years old?
So we are 4 churches.
Yeah.
That popped up at different times.
Yeah.
The oldest of which
is this
dates 250 years.
Was this the founding of this church?
Was it one of the other 4? So there was 4 congregations.
Chartiers Church.
So it was one of the other churches that left their building and came to this building that dates back that far.
Because here's the deal: is that this building was like 1860 something, I think.
Yeah.
But there's been multiple locations of the congregation.
Yeah.
So I believe the oldest location of the congregation was at Oak Spring Cemetery.
And if you were calling the congregation all of the Presbyterians in Canonsburg.
Kind of.
Because that's what they did.
There's four distinctive churches.
Okay, if we can say that Presbyterians have been celebrating for 250 years, that's what we can say.
Yeah, sure. But Canonsburg United, which is not United Presbyterian as in a denomination, but the United
Churches.
Presbyterian Church of Canonsburg. That's kind of what that
That's
United
right.
stands for.
So all the Presbyterian churches in town can celebrate 250 years?
Well, there's only one of them.
That's us.
We're here. That's the thing is the Hill Church up on the hill isn't technically in Canonsburg. And I think they actually...
And the one in Houston.
And the one in Houston's Houston, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so the 4 that became this one are the ones we're talking about.
Okay, and the other 3 aren't around anymore.
They were within 2 blocks of here.
Right.
2 of the other buildings exist.
Why do you suppose they divided into 4 churches?
They didn't divide so much as, there was maybe at least once there was a split. But it was just the forming of a church.
And it seems silly to build another
100%.
Presbyterian church 2 blocks away from this
But they did
Presbyterian
it.
church, but they did
But
that.
they did it.
So there
Because
were,
they had a different way of thinking somewhere along the way.
Neighborhoods, I think, too.
and don't forget,
Just like schools. I mean, you
Yeah,
had
but
neighborhood
2 blocks,
schools,
I mean, 2 blocks.
neighborhood schools, neighborhood churches. But I think size had a lot to do with it, too.
there was also
Yeah, that could be.
there was a couple of things going on. One was, theology and practice. But don't forget, too, that, things were different when you walked everywhere. And where they started initially, I think they got closer. They were originally, the church was up at Oak Spring Cemetery. That was the first one. Another one was, I think, on the property of Spear Spring Cemetery, I believe. And then one of them was at the old college location. So they ended up moving and getting closer to each other when they found land, built a church. So then it becomes, ridiculous. Like, why don't we just merge? But you get
But
people
a long time went in between. It's not like we built 4 churches and then said,
Exactly.
oh, merge.
No.
There was 150 years in there, or
Yeah,
107, that we worship separately as separate congregations. And those churches were all successful in their day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in that time of our nation, those 4 churches were all successful churches in themselves, but they could see the writing on the wall, too, in that.
in the 60s, yeah.
Yeah, they could see the writing on the wall that we need to come together as one, or we're going to lose 4.
Yeah.
And that's actually what happened.
Kind of like the same thing, too. Why does a Burger King show up across the street from McDonald's?
Yep.
So, it's like, why? I just need one burger.
Well, and I've always said,
They're just trying to give people a choice.
Exactly.
the Catholic Church has seen the writing on the wall.
They're doing it, yep.
They are doing it. And you know what? Everybody mumbles and groans at the beginning, but then you don't hear any more about it.
Because you know what? The church is not a building.
No, it
the
isn't.
The church is not a steeple.
No, and we
Open
forgot
the doors.
And here are the people.
That's the church.
And I feel bad that the Catholics are going to lose their leader in the near future.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of pageantry that I will watch.
Is this in your lifetime?
This would be my 3rd or 4th pope.
I was going to say
I was going to say 10th.
Huh?
I was going to say 10th.
No.
So
you know what? I can get off this part and come over there.
I'm pretty sure John Paul is the first one and then there was the German, and then there was the current pope.
Okay, I had one before John Paul.
Okay.
And I think his name was John too.
Might have been.
Look, Al's going for the phone.
Good.
Go ahead.
Good job. I think because I think the previous one presided over the Vatican II.
I think there were 2. Yeah.
Vatican II.
Yeah.
You're 55. You might be into the number. The current one might be your 5th. Let's see.
What do you got, Alvin?
Benedict. That's the one in between the current and John Paul.
Right. There's one still alive besides the one that's still alive.
Is Benedict still alive?
Yeah.
Here we go.
The current one is Pope Francis.
Yep. Then Benedict.
Then John Paul, and then John
Paul
Paul
the
I.
Pope. That's right.
John Paul the First was
and then,
a month.
And then Paul.
That's right.
Paul
the Sixth was in 1963 to 78.
John the
23rd. 23rd in 1958.
So I've had how many popes?
So when you were born, Pius the 12th. So,
Pius.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 in your lifetime.
So you were close to 10.
Yeah. And he laughed at me.
Well, there was one that was 2 months.
Yeah.
So
I remember that, but I was a child.
You remember that?
Yeah. September to August in 1978.
And that was John Paul
one month and 2 days.
I remember that because they went right to John Paul II.
Yeah.
Why? What happened? Did he?
I don't know. No, he did not die.
Did he get kicked out?
I don't know. I can't remember what happened. I was young.
We'll find out later, but
yeah.
But it'll be interesting.
Oh,
I remember.
You know, it's just a simple fact that once that happens, we get over the pageantry of his funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're going to go into conclave.
Yep.
And we're going to all watch
smoke.
So somebody asked me yesterday, last night, as a matter of fact, well, don't we believe that God sends that smoke out? I said, no.
I've never heard that before.
No, me either.
God sends the smoke out.
I said, no. I said,
You know what it is, right?
White is they found the Pope.
But do you know the idea of it?
No.
I believe they're burning the paper that they use to
You're right.
vote. Yeah,
You're right.
I don't think that's actually the mechanism, because you get different types
you need
of
white
smoke.
smoke. Yeah.
Yeah. So
White smoke means
He
they
died
found
in
the Pope.
office. 33 days after he was elected, he died.
Who?
John
Paul
I.
I
Oh, he
died after 33 days of serving.
33
as
days.
Pope.
He died.
Yeah.
Oh, see, maybe that's why I remember it.
Yeah,
But I knew that there was two right after each other with the same name, and I can remember as a kid thinking that's weird. And then how does this current
You were an
Pope?
adult at the time. This was 1978.
Huh?
You were an adult at the time. This was 1978.
I was still young and stupid. When I was
Definitely the latter.
17, it was a very good year.
1972?
Yes. I've been working since I was 19. Since 1971, I went to work.
All right. So you were going to ask a separate question.
Oh.
You forgot.
I got a question.
All right.
So I asked you last week about the
Ashes.
the ashes on the forehead, and so I did some research on it.
Oh, good.
And so the ashes are palm branches from last Easter. You save them and then you burn them.
I
and
just
you
found that
make
out last
ashes.
year.
But Catholics, they typically go to church. I guess the church must be open all day long today or something, and they can go because you see a lot of newscasters and stuff
Right,
with,
with
the
their-
ashes on the forehead, and it was started. Ashes has always been referred to when related to
Mourning
and
yep.
dust to dust, and but it was around 1100s when it was started, and it's only been really a fad in the United States since the 60s or 70s. It wasn't as popular as
Right.
it is right now. I view it
And
as
that was first Catholic. That was the
I
first.
think it's silly that you sit there with the ashes on your
All day?
forehead
I think
all
it's
day
cool.
long. I think it's your. I had a word. For
Here's the thing.
Uncomfortable with your Christianity
Oh.
when you wear it all day long. And you think you got to wear it so people can see. Oh, that guy's a Christian. That guy's a Christian.
But I
he's
like
a
that.
Christian.
Yeah.
And
Not so
that's
much-
not so bad. That's not so
Yeah.
bad. I'm wearing this shirt.
Right.
And maybe that shows I'm a Christian. I don't know, but I just to wear it, to put it on and just wear it all day long, and I was watching the news today, and it's really it attracts your eyes. You're just focused on that, and,
Yeah.
and it seems like some people get it on. I mean, really dark. I mean,
Well, it
tons of
depends on
ashes.
who does
and-
it to you.
It
Like,
depends
if
on
I
who
go to
does it,
him-
but I'm telling you what, the newscasters. I think the people that are in public that want to be seen with
They
the
leave it
cross
on.
on because they must go at 4:00 in the morning
Yeah.
to get it done, and I just think it's.
See, if
they're-
I go to him,
they're
he'll
doing it.
use his thumb.
I only use my thumb.
And
Yeah, I only use my thumb.
oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't ever use my. I actually, I gave ashes out to two of our members earlier today
Oh,
who
good.
were not going to be able to be here this evening.
Good.
And so the first asked for it. The second one, I was coming over to here, and I asked if they were going to be at the service. And I said, "Well, would you like some ashes?" And they jumped at it, and I definitely got very dark. So my ashes, funny story. So this is 20, 14, 15. This is my 11th Lent
Here.
here. I came just at the end
After.
of Easter
Lent, yeah.
in 2014. And so
I had that all figured out already.
So I'd never led the service. And I realized on Ash Wednesday, I needed some ashes. So I gathered together the old palm branches from the year prior that were some leftover.
Who saved them?
I had no idea.
Where were
we
they?
had them. I don't know. This was 11 years ago, man. I don't
Okay.
know. I went to the store, to the dollar store, bought a big soup pot. It was right behind us in the little roadway here between the buildings.
In the driveway.
And I burned them and the wind was it was so hard to get them burning. I finally did.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of it burning. Ruined the pot.
Oh, well.
Smelled like
Dollar store.
I put it all in a bag. I put the pot in a bag, and it's in a closet still. I'm like, I don't want to smell. Anyway, I have not done it again.
You've used the same ashes.
Same ashes. This will be like 11 years running.
Well, I
I
could
thought,
say
I thought you were supposed to use the ones from the previous year.
That would mean I have to burn them each year, not
Yeah,
happiness.
That's what it says online. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well,
no, thanks.
I could save ashes for you too.
No, thank you. Somebody else mentioned.
Cigarette ashes?
Yeah.
Somebody else
I mean-
mentioned that they had received those one time.
Ash to ashes, dust to dust.
I don't say that.
I don't think.
I don't say that.
You don't.
I don't. If you don't pay attention, you would.
Oh, I know. You don't.
No. Do you know what I say? Say the same
The
thing.
gift of God for the
I thought it
for
said
the
that you were
for the
supposed to say
people of
dust to
God.
dust. It's supposed to remind you that
Oh, I don't know what you say when you do that.
Yeah.
I never hear that.
So you can say anything. You're imposing ashes. So I preached a sermon, and I may have preached it again on an Ash Wednesday here, about being marked by Christ. And so I've actually said forever. I've always said, you've been marked by Christ.
Oh, that's right.
Now live in His love.
That's right.
And for me, I think certainly there's a part of Ash Wednesday and Ashes that is about humiliation and submission,
yes.
and forgiveness. Absolutely. But to me, that's only part of the story. That's only part of the gospel. The other part of it is what Christ has done. And if we sit only in that one space, I feel like we're missing something.
There's a tendency by a lot of people who worship at this time of the year for this to be such a dark time.
Yes.
And it doesn't have to be interpreted as that. Okay? It's our time of remembering those days before Christ was put on the cross.
Sure.
And today signals the beginning of our time of remembering.
It's a preparation. Yeah.
Yeah, well, exactly, preparation.
Yep.
But I told you too. I don't know if I said this. It's the season of Kent also. It's the Kenton season.
I've never heard that before.
It's funny that you haven't.
Kind of ignored that. We kind of ignored that.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, why would you ignore it? See, more reason not to talk to you anymore. Okay, more reason now. So you're not going to be here for Saturday morning either.
I will.
Oh, you'll be back.
Yeah.
What's going on Saturday morning?
Saturday morning we have
Men's breakfast.
Men's breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got.
Did anybody tell you?
I got 26 tweets or messages this week.
You know what? I don't know how to stop that.
2 different threads.
Yes.
Somehow that happened. I don't know how that happened.
Oh,
Used to
my
only be
goodness
one now, and
gracious.
it turned into 2 sometimes.
Oh my goodness gracious! My phone beeps all day long from that. All day long.
I'm so great.
Tim said to me on Saturday, he says, "Don't forget breakfast. You're gonna get a lot of text messages." I apologize for that, but can't help it.
I'm gonna get him.
If you are a man, you want to come to the breakfast, 8 a.m. Saturday morning, come on out.
Come on out.
If you're a woman and want to come to the brunch,
9:45.
Same place, Fellowship Hall.
Just don't give him your phone number, because then you get all the.
Oh my goodness! You get on this mass text thing, your phone beeps eternally. Okay, if they bury you with your phone, you'll be 6 feet under, and the phone's going to be going beep 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 beep.
But you know what? It means you get text messages. I don't get any other text messages. My phone never rings throughout the rest of the week. The
I
rest
sent
of
you
the
a
month.
text message last week.
That's true. You did. You do that. That's right.
He was supposed to bring cinnamon donuts home from a Pine Springs meeting, and
Oh.
and I was getting all excited about it.
Well,
He told Greg was here on Sunday, and he told
Well, I
Greg, don't
thought you
bring
had
cinnamon
one.
rolls because we're having pancakes. And so Greg says, so I'm not supposed to bring them. I said, well, I'm mad at you too. And but you were going to bring them back, and then you
I
said,
thought
well,
you
the
ate
meeting,
one.
the meeting's not at.
It wasn't at the camp.
So you didn't have any on
no,
Sunday?
there was no cinnamon roll.
But what did you eat beside pancakes?
Sausage
I must
I
have seen
did-
sausage going in your
and
mouth.
a brownie.
A brownie. That's what it was.
I got downstairs between, after the new member class.
My pancakes were cold, but I don't mind.
I had no all pancakes were gone. I was so disappointed, but there were some sausages. So I just ate 2
Sausage was
sausages.
good.
Oh, those are delicious.
Oh, we're having that this weekend.
Gary Lucas, thank you so much. I
Yeah.
know you were the main reason we got those. I don't know I hope we paid for them, but they're awesome. Wherever Gary gets those sausages, they are.
Oh, they were delicious.
Best sausages I've ever had.
Yeah.
By the way, something else. Today is a very special. It's Ash Wednesday, the biggest, most important part. There's also something else special about today. March 5th.
Gary Lucas's
Neither
birthday.
of you know. No, but you're close.
Wendy Lucas's birthday. No.
Not that close. You were close about birthday.
Birthday.
Today
Is
Hannah Hood,
I'd have never guessed.
my
Oh, yes, I do.
son's girlfriend's birthday.
Hannah Hood.
that he declared his love for in the post on Instagram.
Did he make an Instagram post
Yeah.
today about her birthday? So,
And he loves her.
I know you'll never see this, but happy birthday.
Hi, Hannah. Happy birthday, honey.
So
I'm sorry I missed you down at St. Petersburg.
No,
Yeah.
that would have been great. Next time. Yeah, I think we're gonna call her tonight to sing her
nice.
happy birthday.
That's nice. That's
Yep.
very nice.
Are you going to sing too?
Yeah,
Okay.
they
that
won't
might be
hear
one
any-
of the best ones on the call.
I don't know. Look, remember, there's one thing. You're sitting here right now. You don't have your own microphone.
I know, and it doesn't have a problem picking me up.
Not a problem in the world.
I went to choir practice a couple weeks ago.
I heard.
And got complimented by the director. Said, "Wow, we could really hear the tenors tonight."
And you could.
And yet
Which
Sunday
means-
morning,
I was at the first service.
I know.
I missed it.
He has to follow orders.
he's preparing for Easter. I
No,
understand.
he's ruled over. That's all. He's ruled
Well,
over. Not rolled
it
over.
Guards,
ruled over.
It guards against the thing we talked about before this. Came on.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah, well, he follows the rules. That's
No,
all.
40 years this year. 40 years Sunday.
Yeah.
40 years.
Congratulations, Al.
Al, I was 5.5 years old when you died.
1985.
Me too.
Yeah, sure.
We drove up to Killington, Vermont, and went skiing for our
And you
honeymoon.
for your honeymoon?
Yes.
Nice.
No, I proposed here. I was living in New York. I came down to Pittsburgh for a handball tournament, and I picked her up. And on the way to the handball tournament, I proposed to her because when I got to the tournament, there was another gentleman that was going to be there that was from New York at the handball club that I played at, and he was coming down to the tournament too, and so I was going to introduce him to her, and he knew that I was going to get engaged. So
Oh,
nice.
I had time limits on when I had to
I was
go.
thinking you were worried that he was going to steal her, so you had to propose to her
No,
first.
he was 20 years older than I was.
That's cool. That's very cool.
That is. And then you guys had a church wedding?
Had a church wedding in Bakerstown, Pennsylvania, up on Route
Okay.
19.
Nice.
Okay. And then
She's a
you
Presbyterian also.
went skiing.
Yep.
Cool.
40 years. For us this year, it's 25 years.
And so we went out to dinner the other night, and we sat there and talked about different things that happened during
Yeah.
our marriage. You know, we
Yeah.
talked about, how long when we bought our first house, when we had our first kid, different incidents that happened through the years, and we kind of reminisced about all that
Nice.
stuff.
And it didn't end up in divorce.
No, we actually we almost got divorced, about 2 months ago. But
And-
then we got you get home. There's bad spots in marriage, but you got to work through them, and you got to
Yeah.
persevere.
There's always challenge. Hey, there's a challenge in every relationship, right?
Yep.
Trust me, I know all about it. There's challenges in every relationship, but when you work it out, you're stronger for it. And
Well, what do you know about working anything out? You know.
Oh,
It's your way. It's your
know
way
how
or the
to-
highway.
I know how to work things out. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Aren't you guys still friends?
No.
Well, work it out.
We'll work it out. Yeah.
Build a bridge. You want me to build a bridge?
I just, it's like a Mack truck. You just, yeah. Like the Mack truck you almost lost your life to last week.
I did not.
Oh, man.
I had plenty of
The
time.
braking, I saw the smoke coming off
Oh,
of
there
those
was
brake pads.
not. Oh, go on.
Oh.
No, that's
All
not.
right, we got about 5 more minutes before
Before what,
we're
Don?
wrapping up. So
Why, Don?
Because
Whose
it's
schedule
set.
are we on?
It'll happen
The
without
phones?
He's got the 30-minute alarm on his.
Well,
Do you remember the music last week? Apologies for the music. That was an oversight.
When it cut out, Don just started laughing.
Yep.
Just started laughing, and Kenton's playing away.
Still playing.
And Don's laughing, and he looks up.
They're laughing
looks up
because-
at Don, and he's laughing at him, not shining the camera on him, and he goes, "What's up?"
Well, it's done. So that's why things cut out a little bit if you stuck around this long to.
I get
to
no
wonder.
respect around here. I get
No
no
respect. No respect.
Did he play too long last week?
No.
It wasn't very long.
It wasn't very long at all, and I was off.
We were early last week, and so the 1:45 cut off.
Because you had work to do.
Well, there's some of that too. So tonight, Ash Wednesday, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, there's a dinner here.
For supper, soup and
What kind of
sandwiches.
soup?
No idea.
Oh, come on,
Homemade.
man.
Homemade.
The Garys are making it.
Yep.
You have to pay for it? I don't have no money.
Free. Come on out. 6 o'clock dinner.
Alvin, bring money just in case.
And then
Oh, you're not coming.
I don't think so.
6 o'clock for
Dawn, bring money just in case.
6 o'clock for soup
Dawn,
and sandwiches.
Bring money.
7 o'clock for service in the sanctuary. Yep.
Bring money.
No, but it's free. That's why I'm invited. Remember, I'm taking you out to dinner.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So that's happening.
I don't eat before
Tonight.
I have to work like that because
That's good.
I get sloppy.
Yeah.
Although I don't have much to do tonight.
No, Saturday.
We're having choir practice after.
You're gonna have choir practice afterwards. Okay.
Yeah, just a real quick one.
No, I'm going to miss that too. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Saturday, breakfast and
and
brunch.
women's,
Yep.
And then also that parenting.
Actually, that has been postponed.
Oh.
So if you were planning for that has been postponed. Keep paying attention to socials and media for the updated date on that one.
Parenting
It was a
seminar.
parenting conference
Yeah. So that actually has been rescheduled.
put on by Pine Springs.
Yeah.
I was going to come to that too.
Okay.
You know,
sorry.
because sometimes the kids are too much for me to handle.
For me too.
You know what? This
One
is my,
in particular.
well, you know what? This is my second set of kids. Mm-hmm. The first set I returned,
Oh.
and you know I had a hell of a time
What'd
with
you get
Amazon.
back? What'd you get back? What'd you get
Amazon
for
picked them up. Okay, and so then I went a couple months without any kids,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went back on Amazon and I bought a couple more kids,
Okay.
and that would be Greg and Sally.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Greg
that.
and Sally came to live with me,
Yeah.
and they ran away.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to file a report if you can purchase children
They
on
ran
Amazon.
away. My kids ran away from me. And you know what? I looked everywhere for like 5 minutes, and I was worried because it was cold outside.
All right.
You know, but
Oh wow! Look at the time. It's already done.
and the other thing is that
One last
you
thing.
have to go and meet Fulton's new dog,
Okay.
Noble.
Noble.
He is
Well,
so
that's cute.
pretty. Oh,
Let me guess.
my
Noble
God.
Energy, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's probably
But
what it came
well,
from.
because the other dog is Sydney and Noble. But Noble's so pretty. Oh my.
By the way,
Huh.
tonight with the Ash Wednesday service and through the season of Lent, we're going to be looking at Psalm 22.
Yes.
I know.
And I'm going to give you a sneak peek of something. Here's
Sneak peek.
a challenge, encouragement. We don't have a devotional for Lent
Lent.
this year. What we have is this. My challenge and encouragement to us is to memorize Psalm 22. Psalm 22, Psalm 23 are part of kind of like a package of several psalms.
Memorization?
Memorize Psalm 22.
I'm
It's not
shocked.
super long, and
I'm
over the
shocked.
course of 6 weeks, I think we as a church can do it. And I think there's something about it taking scriptures to memory
There
that
is.
has a tremendous value. And so that's
There
my.
is.
And I almost wonder if we could.
Tell you what's tremendous value for me is.
Yep.
So lately, before you give your sermon, you have
Yes.
what the sermon's about. I take the time to read the chapter or the verses that you're going to be talking about ahead of time, and it helps me understand the message quite a bit better.
Nice. All right. I'm glad
well,
that's
that's-
glad that's working out.
Well, that's a good message to send too.
So Al, you got church?
God Church.
It says that right on your church.
God Church?
On
Get
your
church.
shirt. You know, who came up with that, God Church, Get Church?
I have no idea.
Exactly. That was $1 million idea,
$1
right?
million idea. Hey, Get Church here at
Did you
Canonsburg
get that
UP
$1 million
Church.
yet?
Yeah, it's in the bank.
Okay.
112 West Pike Street, Canonsburg, PA. We will be right here again next week, too.
6 o'clock and 7 o'clock tonight,
Yep.
8:30 and 11 on Sunday.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Communion. Bye-bye now.